Well, the rain's not here yet, guys, so today we are out metal detecting until we get driven out of the bush. I've got a mid-50s house here. It was my grandfather's, and my dad has me looking for a few things he lost when he was a kid. Specifically, a quarter, which would have been silver back in that day. He set it up on one of the chicken coops back here in the bush, and he tried to shoot it with his .22. And the .22 wasn't a strong enough caliber to go through, so it just flicked the coin off into the bush, and he never found it. And the other thing he wants me to find today is an old throwing knife that he lost out here in the yard when he was 10 or 12. So I told him there won't be much left, but we'll take a look. That's the plan for today. You guys see that? That's the first one of the spring. Still pretty cold up here and the ground's pretty frozen. And you're not going to get a whole lot of sunshine today, bud. Well, he's kicking. Oh! Good thing you're only slightly venomous, eh? No, he's not venomous. Let you go down in there and the dog won't get you. General layout of the site, guys. The house was right here where all these trees are now. There's some bricks in there and the foundation is still there. This was all front yard right here. And in behind the house, back here in the bush, were pig pens, chicken coops, a barn. And then over here was the old family garden, which I remember planting stuff in when I was a little kid, 4 or 5 years old. We're gonna check all of those today. And somewhere around this big tree, actually, right here is where my dad tells me that he lost his throwing knife. Somewhere around here. And back there at the old chicken coop is where the quarter should be. I don't know, I got a 26 down in the hole here somewhere, but I wanted to show you, look what a little bird skull. Is that morbid? Well, the front yard is trashy as can be. That's down there 9-10 inches. An old pie plate or whatever. There was an outhouse here somewhere too. If I can find where that was, they always say, right, that's a good place to look for coins and stuff. When they sat down, everything fell out of their pockets, right? So we'll see if we can find that too. Well, here's the old trough they used to use for feeding the pigs. I remember this. Oh, there's fencing. The fence is all over top of it now, but that's what that is. I remember bringing pails out with my grandfather and feeding the pigs. It's funny how your memory can fool you. There's obviously a fence line running there, and it comes right along here and then back to the barns. Well, I thought this is where the garden was, but he wouldn't have had a garden inside a fenced-in area like that where the pigs were. So, I don't know, was the garden right in here? I don't remember it being that way, but maybe that's, I don't know. Yeah, the old chicken coop here used to be a scary place. I remember my grandma would send one of us in to get eggs in the morning, and whichever guy didn't go in, the other guy would inevitably lock him in there in the dark. And there was one mad rooster that used to be here. Not much left of it now. Still all frozen under there. So this is 50s, guys. This is what mid-50s construction would look like today. And honestly, I can't even remember this building, guys. What it was, a shed, a barn, I don't know. Memory fails me. I see some old metal chairs or something in there. There's one right here. And then I see another one over here. Maybe a metal desk or something. Ah! That would have been my grandfather's, I assume. And honestly, I don't even remember there being fence all the way back here for quite a ways from that last building, which I don't really remember. And look at, there's a whole fence that goes up. I don't remember any of this. I don't remember it being this big. Well, actually, I do remember geese. My grandfather always had geese and ducklings. He'd get the little yellow chicks every year in a box, and my brother and I would play with them. You know, maybe there was another shed here for ducklings and geese that I don't remember. I don't remember them having their own place, but they must have. What is that, an old bed frame or something? Oh, that's frozen in the ground. Yeah, frozen. I think that's what it is, an old mattress or bed frame. Ah, look at this, guys. I told you in an earlier video, my grandfather had the exact same swing set in his backyard that we found at an old homestead down at the waterfront. There's an old metal chair frame right there. And look at this. Still got the paint on it and still standing. And this is from late 50s. That would have been from when my dad and my aunt were kids, because it was old when I was a kid. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I do a lot of old homesteads and history hunting, and this one's making me kind of sad. It's just a life that was here and gone, and there's nothing left, you know? Change of plans. 1940s site. This is my other grandfather's house, well, a lower field, and there was a squatter house, a family that lived here. They tried to draft dodge from the States in the 1940s. So they came up here to Canada. They built a shack in the bush here. I have never found a coin here. I did find an old pocket watch. New detector. We've never done it with the Equinox 600, so let's give this bit of a field in the bush here a quick go. And just quickly, for those of you who didn't catch the last video from a couple of years back, this is the old root cellar that was in the bush here. And there was a bunch of jars, a lead battery, some old barbed wire. Nothing fantastic, but I kind of know that the house had to be somewhere up and behind here, so we're going to make our way through the bush. This is still frozen down here in the bottom, so I'm not going to bother. Well, here's an old brass back to a pin, but where's the pin? All right, first coin signal of the day. Now, how old is it? That's the question. Not a coin. I was so sure. Nice, tight, round little signal. I don't even know what that is. Disappointment. That's what that is. Disappointment. Here we go. I didn't find this before. There's some bottles here. I see some glass right here sticking out. And I see one laying right on top the ground over here. Ah, it's broken. Look at the old cans buried under this tree here. That's how long they've been here. This has got to be from that 1940s house. This is their garbage dump. And I did not find this before, so let's have a good look around here. Yeah, the old cans are just buried right under this tree. They're in there. They're old and they're rotten. That's okay, I'm after glass. Oh, there's some glass. Broken, of course. There's writing on this one. Dominion, design. Clean it off. Clean it off. Now I know. Look at that. Registered 1932. There's a date. Anybody want a 1940 toothbrush? No bristles left on that guy, but look at orange plastic. That kind of surprises me. Oh, look at that. There's the tree. Do you guys see what I see right here? I see the end of a little bottle, and I see the back side of another little bottle. Come on, don't be broken. Nice. Oh, it's cracked. All right, what's this guy? Hey, that one's intact. They're both kind of intact. How old would you guys say that bottle is? I know how old it is. Look what I found. Right here on the top, there's a date. 1930. Patented 1930. So I'm going to head up to the house, which was my grandfather's, and now it's my uncle's house. And I'm going to get a box because I want to dig into that hillside. And they have 3 chocolate labs, and I've got Gage here, and I don't want any dogs stepping on glass. So I'm going to go get a box. I'm going to show my uncle these cool old ones here with the dates, and we'll be right back. So apparently my cousin's little guy, he's like 14, he's down there, and he found the bottle dump already, and here's one of the ones he found. This bottle, apparently he did the research, is worth 85 bucks. It's got medicine on it. It says Lydia Pinkham's medicine. So must be from the 30s as well. Pretty cool. Maybe we can go back and find one of these. So apparently I've been beaten to the punch by Ryder. He's been down here finding glass. I don't know from where. Obviously not from this exact spot here. But there are some good old ones here from what he's got in his collection up there. Here's another one he found. It was kind of a weird one. It's got a can on the bottom, and that is tight. I don't know if, you know, whoever trashed that, they pushed that into the can. I don't know. It's weird. Look at that. It's like it's sealed right on there. And that itself is an old jar as well. 1930s. And I'm just going to take the time to pick up any of these broken ones, and we'll make sure that none of the dogs step on those. So here's where we were digging into the hillside here, and I didn't even notice. Oh, Gage just kicked it. There's a teacup. Is it full? Oh no, so close. Oh, it had gold leaf on it. That's the expensive stuff there. Unfortunately, the rain is really coming down right now. But I'm going to take a walk just through the bush here and see if we can find any more bottles lying on top. Well, an old insole for a shoe and a sidewall for a leather boot. There's another one in the ice here, but unfortunately I can see it's broken. And yeah, it's still frozen in there. I'm just going to have to leave that one for now. Everywhere I'm scraping the ground here, there's bits of broken glass coming up. Lots of stuff here for sure. Oh. Oh, it looks like it might be intact. Hey! Is that the same as the one we found with the date on it, 1930? It is! Oh, it's cracked. Dang it! That one has a cap for it though. So it does have the patented 1930 on the lip, so it's the exact same bottle. And I didn't check the bottom earlier. There is writing here. Maybe we can figure out what this actually was. Porlir, Porler, Oval. Are these medicine bottles as well? Look, it says CC, and then there's a measurement on the side. 20, 40, 60, 80 cc's. That's got to be some kind of medicine bottle as well. Inside the plastic cap, there's another clue. Rigo, R-I-G-O, M-M. So I don't know, is that just the manufacturer of the cap? It blows my mind that these things had a plastic cap back in 1930 whatever. So I'm going to get rid of this cracked one, and I'll put the cap, which is pristine, on mine. Oh, look at this one. It's broken, it's cracked. But look at the date on the bottom. 1927. And while I was showing you guys that, I noticed another one right here buried still. I don't know. Oh, it's broken. I can see a hole in it. But there's another one right here. Let's see. Oh, what is this? Oh, oh, it looks intact. Please, please. Oh, it's got a crack. Oh. Hey, there's that writing that we found on the piece earlier. Barnes. This one's almost intact. It's got a crack. Dang it. That must have been wine, I would have to assume, or grape juice. So this Barnes bottle says established 1873. I mean, that's not the age of this bottle, obviously, but so it's got to be wine, I would think. Some kind of booze, anyway. I've detected here 6 times. I can't believe I didn't find this bottle dump. We're only 150 feet from where that cellar is. I just went in the wrong direction last time. Okay, I just stuck the shovel in there and pried that out. What? It's got writing on it. Still got a lid on it too. Let me clean this off. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't say what it was. Contents, 8 fluid ounces. But it's intact, no cracks. A good one. 1930 something. It's deep. I can just keep digging, and there's cans. And here's another bottle that might be intact. I don't know. Come on, please. It's got 5 inches of crap on it, though, so the chances of that, I don't know. Let's see if we can get this out. I'm going to put the phone down and try my best. Oh, I got it. And it is full. It's complete. No cracks. Now, look at the bottom of this, guys. Look at how offset. That's how poor the workmanship was on these things. In a modern bottle, that would be centered, right? This circle here, that's what they use to hold the glass. So again, that's old. 20s, 30s, I don't know. And it says, again, it just gives a number of ounces that were in here. Contents, net ounces. Here's another one. Oh. Or 2. No, one's broken, but this one might be full. Oh yeah, look at that. What is that? Is that the base plate off a lantern? I'm not sure. All right, I think I got another one here. Might be intact. Gonna take some work. These are buried, and I have no idea how deep this pile goes. We're right on the edge of a hill here, so this whole thing could be garbage. I don't know. And as I was trying to get that one out, I found another one, and I got it out. Contents 2 FL ounces. See, the problem here is it's frozen. It's just not coming out. I saw, here's the top of the bottle right here, and it's not screw top, so that's good. But it's, I don't know, I don't think I can get it. It's frozen. I don't want to break it. I got it. It's intact. Unfortunately, it's nothing to write home about. Old whiskey bottle maybe? I don't know. Nothing on there. Number 3. Okay, so we've only excavated right around our tree here. Not very much. 10 feet. These are all the ones we got that were intact. I'm only going to take a couple of these home. I think this one on the end, which might be a medicine bottle, this cool one here, and maybe this one with the off-centered bottom. The rest I'll leave. I lied. I'm going to take them all home and clean them up. And so the addiction begins. Unfortunately, Gage and I are drowned rats right now. It's been raining for 2 hours, so we're cold, we're soaked. We're going to call it for today. But this is a good site to come back to. I had no idea that this bottle dump was here. A great find today. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys, and we'll catch you in the next adventure. As you can see, this is what we've been digging in for the last 2 hours. It's coming down pretty good. Okay, I can see it now. If you get it in the right light, now that it's washed, 40 ounce contents in that one.